Well, good morning, Betty. I'm just outside the gates of the DCI headquarters, where reports that Lilian Omollo was brought here this morning in a crackdown by the DCI officials who are carrying out these investigations. It's not yet clear whether they are at the DCI headquarters or at being detained at the Muthaiga police stations, but investigations are still underway. We are camped outside here. Hopefully, we are going to get reports much later on what exactly is going on or their whereabouts, whether they are here or at the police station. But right now, I'm just outside the gates. Nothing much is going on. So far, we are being informed that some of the suspects, close to 20, have actually been brought here to the DCI headquarters in a crackdown that began early this morning. And as of yesterday, files were forwarded to the DPP by the DCI headquarters. 10 files of that containing investigations, probes, and the matters so far, and how the investigations is currently underway. And the DPP said that he's going to do all possible to ensure that the people are actually brought to book. And these people are being charged with the fraud, money laundering, obtaining money by false pretense. So those are some of the charges that are currently these suspects are currently facing. But so far, that is the latest that I can tell you here at the DCI headquarters. Nothing much is happening as from the gates where I am standing, but I'm being told is that reports is that Lilian Omollo could be inside there or at the Muthaiga police station, where she decided to surrender due to the investigations, which is still currently underway. Betty?
Mentioned that there are 20 other suspects who should be, of course, also heading to the DCI offices, and we understand, of course, that the bigger number really is 40 suspects. Are we expecting that this 40 will also, be arrested in connection with this particular scandal today?
Well, Betty, as of what I've heard is that close to 20 of them, so we are not sure about the number of those who have already been brought here. But looking at the files that were actually forwarded yesterday, close to 48 of these suspects currently are being investigated for that matter. But according to the DPP, is that these names, it actually depends on how investigations are going to go about. They could be clean, they could not be clean. So it actually depends once the investigations are over, or once they continue and maybe the DPP do their findings, also the DCI find out their findings, then it will depend on whether they will be brought here. But the current reports that we have is that close to 20, it could actually number 28 who are here together with Lilian or at the Muthaiga police station. Betty?
All right, Caroline. Of course, we've, like you mentioned correctly, the DPP has received, the files from the investigating agencies. Do we know if he's fully satisfied with this particular move, if the files that he was given contain enough information to actually proceed to court?
Well, not yet. He's still not satisfactory with the investigations. Remember, as I've said, that 48 of them, it depends on how the findings are going to go about. If at all he will think that the investigations should go a different way, then they will go that way. But it is said that quite a number of them are going to be taken to court over the scandal in itself. But he actually says that it depends on how the investigations is going to be carried out by both teams of investigators. And the DPP said that he has actually set a team of specialized investigators to continue with the probe, despite the fact that the investigations has been going on for close to a week. Last week, we actually saw them before one of the parliamentary committees where the investigations, and they were actually probed over the same matter. But the DPP said that it depends on how the investigations will go, and then they will be taken to court over the same. Betty?
All right, Caroline B there reporting from the DCI offices. Of course, like I mentioned, there are a number of officials, including the director of NYS, Richard Ndubai, who were arrested last evening, and they spent the night, behind bars. And of course, the news that we're getting this morning is that the Principal Secretary, Lilian Omollo, has surrendered to the DCI, and of course, joining the NYS boss, Richard Ndubai. We'll be getting the latest details of this developing story here on News Center. Do keep it here, of course.